historians in Thanet have just discovered that concrete blocks that have been lying on a beach for decades are from rare Great Wall pillboxes.
Yes, they were known to be used for defending our shores in the Second World War, but until now, no one knew they were originally made to be fortified gun posts for the First World War.
And now locals have pieced one of these Moya pillboxes back together again. Here's Abigail Bracken.
Exposed by the tide. At Botany Bay on the East Kent coast is now the only known restored pillbox of its kind in Britain.
I've seen them before in Belgium, and I've seen them in France where they were erected for World War I. I didn't think there was one at the end of my doorstep, at the end of the road. There is. It's just quite fascinating to get this close and personal and sort of physically feel how heavy the blocks are and how the actual pillbox was made. It's a little bit peculiar to sort of see it down here on the beach.
Nearly 2,000 of them were made in Richborough near Sandwich over 100 years ago.
This pillbox here did not start life here. The sections were designed to be used on the Western Front, France and Belgium, and they were designed by Edward Muir, who was actually part of the War Office, and he patented them, and the idea was that they could be built in sections, as we see here, could then be cast at Richborough, taken to France and Belgium, and a team of men could then build a 6-foot circular pillbox in one evening, using those blocks like a big Lego set.
But they didn't all make it to the trenches. Some were built into garden walls in Broadstairs, and others used for sea defences in the Second World War. This line here at Botany Bay was the base for oil pipes out to sea.
In this country, had Germany struck, flame would have met the invaders by sea, land and sky. From submarine pipelines, oil bubbles to the surface. As the dark patches merge together, they're electrically ignited from the shore, and the sea bursts into flame.
What's left still remains on the beach. When the tide has been rough here, then the sand gets stripped away and dozens of these segments get exposed on the beach here. And for something that's over 100 years old, this one has barely been weathered at all. So when a history group discovered their original use, locals put together 47 pieces to make this pillbox. Now historians say it needs protecting.
There are none that I know of in Britain. The ones I have seen are actually down towards Amiens. There's 2 at least at Ypres in Belgium, but none in the UK. So the idea of actually having that little bit of military heritage preserved means that this could be really quite a unique collection of components to build what wouldn't be a replica, it would be the real thing.
The real thing that historians want removed from this beach and the risk of erosion, so this rare piece of history can be preserved for our future. Abigail Bracken, ITV News, Broadstairs.
Also preserved for our future, Sir Winston Churchill slippers, and they've been sold at